Hello viewers, I'm your host Shivangi Mishra with another episode of South Asia Focus. Let's begin the show. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi concluded a successful visit to the UAE and Qatar this week, which included an address at the World Government Summit in Dubai and inaugurated UAE's first Hindu temple in Abu Dhabi. His visit to Qatar came at a crucial time after Doha released all 8 Indian Navy personnel given death sentences on espionage charges.
Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a whirlwind tour of the UAE this week, where he addressed a well-attended Indian community event, the prestigious World Government Summit, and also inaugurated the first Hindu stone temple in Abu Dhabi, among other engagements. This was Modi's 7th visit to the Gulf state since becoming Prime Minister nearly a decade ago, strengthening ties with one of India's top trading partners. He spoke before thousands of the Indian diaspora at Zayed Stadium and said his third term in office would propel India to become the world's third largest economy. He also highlighted UAE's willingness to the opening of the first ever stone-built Hindu temple in the Middle East.
जब साल 2015 में उनके सामने आप सबकी ओर से यहां अबू धाबी में एक मंदिर का प्रस्ताव रखा तो वो तुरंत एक पल भी गंवाए बिना उन्होंने हाँ कह दिया। और उन्होंने यहां तक कह दिया, जिस जमीन पे तुम लकीर खींच लोगे वो मैं दे दूंगा। और अब अबू धाबी में ये भव्य दिव्य मंदिर के लोकार्पण का ऐतिहासिक समय आ गया है। अपने तीसरे टर्म में भारत को तीसरे नंबर की इकोनॉमी बनाने की गारंटी दी है।
In his meeting with UAE's President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan in Abu Dhabi on Tuesday, both sides agreed on a trans-continental trade corridor. The announcement of the framework agreement was released in a statement by the Indian Foreign Ministry, although few details on what the sides had agreed on were made public. The corridor, announced last September on the sidelines of the G20 summit in New Delhi, aims to extend from India across the Arabian Sea to the United Arab Emirates and through Saudi Arabia before connecting through Jordan and Israel to Europe. In his address to the World Government Summit on Wednesday, the Indian Prime Minister said that the world today needs governments which are inclusive and free from corruption. He said in the last few years in India, people's trust in his government has increased. He also expressed gratitude towards UAE President Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan and said he is not only a leader of vision but also the leader of resolve and commitment. On Wednesday evening, the Prime Minister opened the Grand Hindu Temple in the United Arab Emirates, capping off a 2-day visit to the Muslim nation that is home to around 3.5 million Indians. Accompanied by Hindu religious leaders and monks, PM Modi offered prayers and performed rituals as he toured the temple in an event that was attended by members of the UAE government and the Indian community. The opening of the first traditional stone-carved Hindu temple on the Arabian Peninsula, the birthplace of Islam, is symbolic of the close ties between India and the UAE.
This is wonderful thing. I am here 42 years in UAE, and I have seen different stages of Dubai harmony, and this is at the best.
Meanwhile, in the last leg of his visit to the Middle East, PM Modi arrived in Qatar, which he said has added new vigor to the bilateral friendship and underlined that India looks forward to scaling up cooperation with the Gulf nation in key sectors like trade, investment, technology, and culture. This visit, which concluded on Thursday, assumed significance as it comes days after a diplomatic victory for India, following the release of 8 ex-Indian Navy personnel who were detained in Qatar for nearly 18 months since August 2022. During his less than 24 hours visit, his second since 2014, PM Modi held a wide-ranging talks with Qatar Emir Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, primarily focusing on significantly expanding India-Qatar ties in areas of trade, energy, investment and new technology.